Hey Aries, this is your first of the month reading. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising. You could be in that energy as well. Again, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, happy birthday, you know? For those of you that already had your birthday or in your birthday right now, happy birthday. I hope it's a good one. Let me just see. Just waiting for some cards to drop here. Okay. Interesting. All right, Aries, let's get into it. So you have the Fool card in your main energy, which is kind of like the fresh start card. I love the Fool energy. It's all about the new. It's all about the exciting. It's about starting something off fresh. And this is kind of where you're at. You're kind of back at the one in this journey, whatever journey that you are feeling at right now. As you see, the Fool has his arms wide open, again, male or female, to the world, ready to kind of take on whatever is coming their way. It's a card of freedom. It's a card of joy. It's a card of kind of going into the unknown, I feel like, with the Fool energy here. You know, they're ready to kind of conquer the world. It's interesting, though, because it's paired behind the Page of Pentacles reversed and also the Eight of Swords coming in here as well. So something that we maybe want to start or something it feels like there's a lot of fear around with this Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of fear of maybe this for you is maybe starting something new, or fear of kind of losing stability in a way, or losing some kind of, it almost feels like a losing of something that we've kind of felt, that we've kind of wanted to start, or that we've kind of planted the seeds for here. But I don't know, it's interesting because these cards kind of come up and sometimes they could mean like loss of job or things like that. But I feel like more it's this fear around starting something. It's a fear around of something maybe not going your way here. So I want to kind of get more energy on that before I move into kind of the next sector here. So what is fear of starting over here a little bit? And again, with the Fool card coming up beside it, we have the Two of Wands reversed. So it's kind of like my back to the drawing board card here. We're kind of fearing to leave something behind. Maybe this is a job or a situation here to start something new. But again, with the Fool card coming out, it seems like you're going to be like, no, it's okay. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a new adventure, even if it's kind of leaving something that I maybe just created for myself, or stability behind here, because I'm going back to the drawing board. I'm going back to the zero here, right? Back to that kind of Fool energy. Because something it seems like it's not working out for you, or something is like just not doing it anymore. I'm trying to feel what else I'm kind of feeling here. Yeah, it's something that you've been kind of thinking about for a while, but you've kind of been nervous on. You're kind of like, there's no way that I could do that, or you know, there's no way, maybe there's something else out there for me. We have the Two of Cups coming out here as well, a new relationship. Maybe starting for yourself here, or we're going back to the drawing board on a relationship, leaving one behind and maybe starting something else here. I want to get more on that as well, but it's just, again, this kind of feeling here where we're just like ready for something new. We're ready for new excitement, some new change here, ready to kind of, again, plan some things going on. Two of Swords coming out with the Two of Cups. Choice here of direction to go. Maybe some of you are thinking of either getting into a relationship if you're single, or if you aren't single, you're kind of thinking maybe if this relationship is right for you. Again, it's just this kind of crossroads energy here. So maybe in this new decision here that you're having of deciding kind of where to go, your relationship is kind of involved in that kind of decision here. You know, how much of a fresh start do we think we kind of want to have? You know, what needs to kind of change in our life? What here are we just kind of fearing to change out of the fact that we feel like we can't grow something else, or we can't build something else here, right? But I think you're just in this kind of freeing energy right now, Aries. You're just kind of like, I just need a shake up. I need something to change here, whether that's job, whether that's relationship. I think you're kind of having that you know, we all kind of do it around our birthday, where we have this kind of retrospective kind of, you know, what do I want my life to be like for the next year? And so you might be questioning a lot of things right now, Aries. It feels like questioning kind of what we want to do, what we want this next chapter to be in. A lot of reflecting, yeah, Seven of Pentacles coming in. Reflecting of where we've got to now, and kind of, you know, what we've built for ourselves, what we created for ourselves, and if this is really what we want kind of moving forward here or not. I think you're going to see that all the hard work that you've done, and you're going to appreciate that. But it's just a moment of pause to kind of take a second and reflect on what you have here. Just taking a minute to kind of feel all this in as well. It's a really kind of power energy that I'm kind of feeling here from you. It's like, does this belong? It's interesting. I've never got this message from this before, but the Seven of Pentacles, that one pentacle, you know, you kind of have everything else in your life here, and you're like, does this one pentacle belong in here? You know, like, do I put it kind of in my life, into my successes? So I feel like there's something you're questioning here. I keep getting that, like something that you're questioning to start over with or not here, you know, if this is really for you in these kind of 2 weeks. Again, maybe it is a relationship, maybe it is a work dynamic that you're kind of questioning here. But I just kind of see that kind of reflectiveness of it. Page of Cups coming out, a new offer. Page of Pentacles, the Sun, whoa. This is kind of crazy reading, Aries, honestly. Because I just feel like this energy here, this Page of Cups coming in and this Knight of Pentacles coming in, there's going to be this kind of major shift, I feel like, that's happening for you. Energy here. Someone coming in with a little bit more stability, and kind of a love offer coming in for you as well. Again, maybe this is not in the distant future. Maybe this is not in the current situation, but in the distant future here, because the Page of Cups is coming in to bring you an offer of like a romantic offer or a love offer here. This person is younger kind of energy here as well, because they are the Page, but it's feeling like you have different options here, that there are different options kind of on the table for you, which is quite interesting, and a new job perspective on the way as well. So that's why you feel like you can kind of be discerning of who you kind of let in your life, or who you kind of, you know, what fits in your life and what doesn't. I think you almost see this in a way. You see this, the options that there are out there. And that's where kind of this critical questioning is coming in, being like, hey, is this the right thing for me or not? And the Sun following right after. So it seems like you're making some really good shifts. The Sun is happiness. You know, it's everything that we've kind of want in this life. It's what we want to kind of create for ourselves here. And what I'm getting from this read is, with this Fool energy here, you're putting your own kind of happiness first. You're putting your kind of priority on that, on the happiness, on the Sun. I don't know what this shift is that you're having, Aries, right now here, but it seems like anything that's not working for you, anything that's not feeling great anymore, you're like, I don't want it anymore. I just want this kind of life. I just kind of want this happiness, which we all kind of want, right? So some of you might be getting a new job offer coming in here with this Knight of Pentacles, a new kind of stable job here. After we kind of make the move, maybe make the decision to move away from something, and a new kind of love offer here for you as well. So if that's what you're looking for, it seems like a whole new like life, like a whole new kind of like leveling up in a way here. Feels like next year your life will be totally different than what you kind of, what it is currently, or what you planned on it be. Sometimes going back to the drawing board here with the Two of Wands is never a bad thing. It's just kind of a shifting, and it's just kind of a restructuring here. You know, because you're looking at your life or evaluating the situation right now, especially with the Seven of Pentacles here. And that is kind of bringing you the strategy to come forward. It's like basically you're kind of rerouting or remapping here a little bit, Aries, which seems interesting. And I think it's going to go into your favor here, especially in these 2 weeks. Strength card coming out here as well. Just having the strength to kind of move forward, or having the strength to kind of, I feel like, start this new life or start this kind of new beginning for yourself. You know, an energy where we're not letting fear hold us back anymore, not letting fear kind of put us in a place where we don't enjoy our life, or you know, we are in the wrong relationships, or we're in the wrong job, just because we feel like we won't find anything better, that there's nothing better out there for us. Is the kind of energy I'm feeling with this, Aries. For Aries, please. Truth. I'm getting like revelation here, which is interesting. I have the Seven of Swords reversed, which is kind of like truth, people being honest, truth kind of coming out here, in the Tower in reverse. And the Tower in reverse has come out for a lot of signs actually in these readings for these 2 weeks. But the Tower in reverse is seeing something, seeing the crack in the foundation, seeing that something that needs to be fixed here consciously before everything comes crawling down. Where the Tower upright is kind of like unexpected change coming in to shake things up. The Tower in reverse is kind of like noticing what needs to change and changing it before catastrophe kind of happens. It's you feeling like, or intuitively feeling, or just getting signs maybe that you have to do something and making that change yourself before that Tower moment happens, before the universe is like, you're so way off the path right now that we got to change everything here. So I feel like you're seeing a lot of truths of situations here, the truths of the things that you need to maybe change or kind of work on here, maybe the truths about people, truths about situations. We have the King of Wands in reversed here, which is energy of someone who maybe you're dealing with yourself, you're dealing with another fire sign here, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that the passion is just kind of dying out with them, or it kind of feels like, I don't know, whoever this person is, it just feels like that passion isn't really there anymore. Things have become a little bit bitter or a little bit cold. I want to see if this is kind of you or someone else. Maybe this is you too. It's like, in this situation here, you are this King of Wands reverse, where you just kind of feel unpassionate about life, or you're just kind of feeling you're not using your best creative abilities here. You're just kind of feeling bitter and angry about stuff instead of this enjoyment. And I feel like this is what this next year, this whole year, it's feeling like a more like reflective year in my energy right now. It's going to be about, just kind of your happiness, you know, your moment of like finding you and finding your happiness. And I think you're really seeing that, and you're kind of starting to work towards that. You're having that understanding that life's kind of too short, and that's why I feel like I'm having these kind of revelations right now, or that's at least how the brain is working. I'm just like, you're having these, you're like, man, life's too short to do this anymore. Life is too short to feel this way, you know. And I think of that almost like your birthday, or the time, you know, that year's coming around, that you're just like, what am I kind of doing here? And I think you're going to try and build yourself out from that. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to build myself this better life this year for myself. You know, I'm going to work hard at it. I'm going to put the energy into it, the hard work that needs to be done, the strength to maybe move in a new direction, try something new here. You know, the strength to have a new beginning again for myself. To be like, okay, well, we're starting over, but it's going to be kind of the best thing for me. Do you have the Six of Wands reversed? So I just want to see what that is. This is Six of Wands reversed. There is a non-victory here in something. Six of Wands kind of in reverse coming out. It has to do with something of holding on to something. It's feeling like with this Four of Pentacles, it has to do with finances. Also something with a house. And then we have the Justice reverse. So something in a house or kind of a marriage that's kind of not going our way. here. So there might be this kind of failure or this unsuccessful victory having to do, maybe again you're holding on to a property or a house here, and things might not go your way in that situation. So maybe this kind of transfer to a new life, you're just kind of just like, maybe there's this unresolved legal battle that's happening with something with a house, or maybe with a former partner here, and you're kind of holding on to the material of that, maybe house or the material of that kind of place here. But it seems like, again, it almost seems like you're gonna be like, fuck it, and just kind of move past it anyways. Interesting. It's just kind of feeling like if there is this kind of material battle in this, whatever this is, if this is maybe like a marriage or divorce thing you're going to, or feeling tied down to something because of like money being invested in a house, or money being invested in a property, or in a wedding or marriage or something here. It's just, it might not go the way you want it to go, and that's totally okay, because it feels like you kind of see the benefits of kind of everything else here. You're kind of just like, well, look at all the other stuff that I have. You know, it seems like you're okay and ready to kind of start fresh. Interesting. I'm gonna pull some oracle cards for you. Overall, just kind of a great reading. It does feel like, again, this kind of fresh start that's popping in for you here. And even if things aren't going to go your way, especially maybe in this kind of legal matter, you're just gonna be like, whatever. For Aries, thank you. All right, so your Starseed Oracle card you got this week is the Golden Children. Sorry, I'm having such a hard time finding this. Okay, there we go. Inner children, tenderness, innocence, rare gift. Golden children, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts of intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission, and many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it in early life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, so they're not supported in the right ways. They struggle with physical life here, and they're often referred to as new humans. If you pull this card, you may be signaled that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or new beginning here. To treat yourself in the new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nourish it and to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, and to see yourself as all others as innocent children. To remember that deep down, as everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they will not harden, as though this journey is a great adventure called life. How can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? And that's through this kind of whole transition, right? How can we treat ourselves tenderly in situations like this, you know, when we are making these shifts in our life, Aries, you know, when we're deciding we want more or we want something better for ourselves. We got the Patient card in reverse, Patience in reversed. Peaceful redirection is the message when this card is reversed. Open up to the options that are available to you, even if they aren't totally clear. It's kind of the options popping in here. Yeah. The universe supports you and will allow you its influence to help direct your outcomes when it comes to your imagination into all the potential solutions around you. The key is to keep moving forward without frantic need or urgency. Don't give up on your goal. Intuition and renewed action are needed now. So keep an open eye to new and unexpected opportunities around you. You may be surprised where you're led. I think that has something to do with this kind of revelation of truth that you're seeing here with your life. We also have man holding a coin reversed. And I think this has to do with the final message there. This card reversed reveals that you may be acting against your own best interests where money or health matters are concerned. You might be spending a little too much or simply not be conscious enough about what's really important. If that is the case, then become more aware of your choices and priorities and bring more discipline to your life. This card reverse could also be a warning of some self-sabotage or dismissive man who may be out for his own advancement. And that's what this kind of energy is feeling. I'm kind of feeling like here, where it has to do with this money tie to this, like either marriage or money tie to this kind of house energy here. In that way, at cost of your own. Be conscious and critical of demanding men around you, and always remember that you alone determine who has real power in your life. And that's what's talking about here. If you're being like, you know what, I'm open to something new, I'm open to this new change. I don't really care if you try to come after my money. I don't care about any of that, because this is what you're releasing, right? You're like, I'm ready to kind of start anew. Wow, I feel like this was a really powerful reading, Aries. That was your first month reading. I hope it helped.